tonight. Hi, Michael Phillips. How are you? Y'all welcome. Come on in this room. Oh, my goodness gracious. Welcome to the night shift. It is election night. We're going to be sharing some information with you all tonight. Get an opportunity for everybody to just have a conversation and chat today. Hello, Raquel Resist, Joellen, Faye, 413. Good evening, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Paulette, and you are in the Brownstone. So welcome to all of the people in the neighborhood. Welcome, neighbors. It is a busy day because it is election night. Election night. Hey, how are you, Miss T? Good to see you, girl. How you been? Y'all, I haven't been, what is it? I haven't been live since Thursday. I didn't go live Thursday. Let me tell you what. Birthday weekend. That is all. Had a fabulous blast. Fabulous blast. Yes, I had a great time. Wonderful time. So I'm just pulling up all of the information so we can kind of look at it together or whatever. You've been keeping, yeah. So I didn't go live Thursday, Friday. I didn't go live for the past 5 days. What's Thursday, because I had to take some time off. Got my Irish Democratic sweatshirt on for the occasion. You do. Thank you so much for that, Carol Sue. I'm officially a senior citizen. That is crazy. That is crazy. I think it's a good thing. But yeah. Halloween was my birthday. Hey, Katra America, how are you? Come on in this room. I'm trying to see where I can get all of the election results at one time. I should have been prepared for this, right? No. I'm never. I mean, because we're in the middle of rendering. The magazine is actually rendering as we speak for November. And yeah, we had to wait. I'm hoping for a win in Virginia, New York, California. I'm sure you're missing some states. Yeah, I understand that Virginia is a win. Was it really, Carol Sue? Okay. Excellent. All right, so let me see. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? I closed all my windows. That was not okay. Come on. So we see what is currently, and I'm trying to be nice, y'all. I'm trying to be nice. We're not gonna. Hey, Jules, how are you? Hey, Becky. I'm trying to be nice, but it's hard with all the news and information that we were inundated with today. In terms of news and what this current administration is doing. So let's kind of touch base on that while we are preparing for your eldest niece, just 2 years, 9 months younger than me, like a sister. Oh, how cute. Hey, Sawtooth Jack, how are you? What are your thoughts on what's going to change with the seats flipping? What do I think? You know what? I don't know what to think right now with the government shutdown. I really don't. But what I think on a state level, I think we're going to see you're awake. Good. What I do think is that we're going to see a lot of blue. We're going to see some things flip. People that thought that they had it strong or thought that they were going to get the support from, a current administration or whatever are not going to get it. So I think we're going to see a lot of that. This is, yeah, see, that's the other thing. That's why I said what I did with this government shutdown. Who's going to be sworn in? Because we're still waiting for the one young lady from Arizona to be sworn in. And that's a problem for me. That really, really is. So why didn't I think of that? I'll just turn on the television and let's start there. And as it rolls through, we'll be able to take a look and see what's what with updates on that. Because I thought about that too, Jules. I thought, so who is okay? So Democrats flipped 2 public service commission seats in Georgia. The first victories in these seats are Democrats for the first time in 25 years. Wow. Okay, Peter Hubbard from Cobb County, 90,366 votes. Fitz Johnson, 28,860. Yeah. So I've been thinking it's a coup, and they have no plans of reopening. Hey, Billy, how are you, honey? Did you vote today, dear? Because I know you're in Georgia too, right? I see. I still got my sticker on. So yeah, you early voted. Okay, I didn't, and I should be ashamed. All right. So election results are coming in. New Jersey governor Mickey got it. 63%. 63% is coming in for her. Hey there, come on in the room. Your state has better state. What state are you in? I like voting in person too. Yeah, New Jersey is not playing. That's good stuff. Excellent, 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 excellent. Okay. Excellent. So I'm going to continue to keeping my eye on stuff. We're going to let me see, where am I going to be able to find this? And I had it, y'all, I promise I had it pulled up. We're going to find something. Here we go. Delaware's in the check-in. All right, here we go. Live updates. I didn't know Detroit had mayoral election results in. Wow. This is crazy. I didn't know. So Michigan is up for elections as well. That's the one I want to know about, Sawtooth Jack, because I know Virginia is, let's see. I think you were right about that one, Carol Sue. So let's see. Democrats win Virginia. And I'm grateful. I ain't even gonna lie. No. That one needed to be shut down. Democrat wins Virginia governor's race. Yeah, Virginia flipped blue. Yep, I definitely see that. Earl Sears initially had two primary challengers. Neither of them managed to collect the required petition signatures, allowing her to advance. That was updated about 30 minutes ago. Let's see. So yeah, they were letting us bet on the New York election on Robinhood. Are you serious? It doesn't share that information. Let me look it up, Carol Sue, for Lieutenant Governor. Let me take a look. Hang on. Okay, polls have closed in Maine and Texas. Abigail Spanberger elected Virginia governor. All right, doesn't show. Oh, but I see why they were hit by federal cuts. I didn't know that. New York City's outgoing mayor warns voters not to mess things up. I'm sorry, what? What? Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see. I don't see anything yet. Oh, well, there it is. Okay, so this is what we currently have for Virginia Lieutenant Governor. I'm not going to mess the name up, but last name is Hashmi. 930,162 votes. John Reed, GOP, 814,881. Fairly sure that the Democrats. I would agree so. Carol Sue, I would agree. Absolutely. Let's see. Oh, well, that's not right. Hold on. Whew, here we go. Let's go here. Here we go. All right. You're in Wiley, Texas. 300 people at the polling area waiting to vote, and the doors are closed. What? Kenneth, are you serious? Yes, she did. She won New Jersey. So what are you guys, why are the, well, wait a minute. Why are they closed though? That's the question. Did they say why? What time were they? Because it's only what, 7:22 there? All right, let's look at this live coverage of what's happening. Let me turn this sound down. Okay, there we go. All right, so Andre Dickens wins re-election as mayor of Atlanta, earning a second term. Democrat Aftab Peruval wins Cincinnati mayoral election over Corey Bowman, half-brother of Vice President J.D. Vance. Well, I mean, I thought when you were in line, you could still vote. That's what I thought too. So, Kenneth, what's the deal there? What can you tell us? Said polls close at 7, but if you are in the building, you are okay. Wait, what? Okay. I'm sorry. I thought if you were in line that you could still vote. Isn't that? Now, I don't know, because I know it's like that here in where I'm at. That is crazy. News update: 3 dead, 11 injured in a UPS plane crash in Kentucky. And governor says numbers are likely to continue to grow. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warns of mass chaos in skies if this shutdown continues. No one else is being allowed in the building. I want to thank you for letting me know that, because you are on the ground there. Hang on, let me grab a pen so I can talk about that. We definitely need to start passing the word that they are not allowing anyone else to come in. Wow, I meant to say that's how it is in North Carolina. No one else is being allowed in the building. So you guys have just been standing there. So basically, you're not being given the right to vote, even though you've been there. And what city is this once again? Let me scroll down. So we definitely need to talk about that. Wiley, Texas. Okay. And what's the poll name? That's insane. That's crazy. I'm so sorry to hear that. And there's nowhere else that you could. You're in Colorado. Spread love. How's it going over there? Crazy. I'm so sorry. I just hate to hear stuff like that, especially with everything else that's going on. FBI fires agents that were a part of investigating Trump. Wow. Unbelievable. That is crazy. All right, we're still talking about Virginia over here. New Jersey orders election officials to notify voters of deficient mail ballots at about 7:15 this evening. Voting extended in Pennsylvania County amid high court election. And see, that's the thing. I don't know why they didn't. Wiley, Texas, not giving opportunity to vote. They are preventing Democrats from voting. You're kidding. All right. So, let me go ahead and pass that word on to someone I know. Checking in with you. I'm getting reports live right now that individuals, about 300 in Wiley, Texas, are not being given the opportunity to vote, although they've been in line. Thought I would pass that on to you. I'm going to do some additional research and kind of let you know about it, let you know what I find out more about this. But I've got people on the live right now talking to me that they are not being given the opportunity to vote, even though they've been in line and they closed that particular polling station. Any feedback or anything else that you may have heard would be great. But at this time, I just wanted to let you know. If you could pass that word on, or if it's anything else that we can report on, that would be great. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Is it because Texas has early voting? Well, I mean, Georgia has early voting. Every area has early voting. And if you're in line, you should be given the opportunity to still vote if you are already there. So it to me, it sounds like they're pretty much trying to prevent Democrats from voting. So yeah, they're doing everything in their power to stop that vote. Let me go ahead and pass this on to other people in the press that I know. Hang on, let me see. Hang tight, folks. This is how we talk sometimes, but this is serious stuff. Hello, sir. Just wanted to check in with you on some information that I'm getting on my lives right now. Please be advised that we have individuals in Wiley, Texas, about 300 who are at a polling station that are not being allowed the opportunity to vote. They have been waiting for their chance to do so and have not been able to get in. They have closed the polls, and if you are in the building, you're fine. If you are not, you will not be able to vote. I'm understanding that they are this is mainly a Democratic area, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at the notes here. People in line are still voting, but none people can come in. So no one else can come in. Okay. Virginia Attorney General projected to be the Democratic winner. Yep, got that. Okay. All right. So when you get this when you get an opportunity, what I would really like to do is kind of share and see what kind of press drop we can do about that. All right. I'll chat with you later. Bye. Okay. Yep, it does. It does. That's why I'm moving as fast as I currently am to see who I can get to move quick for me. All right. Let me see. Who else can I talk to? And here's the other issue. We may not get an opportunity to. I'm gonna tag some people. Hang on. And thank you for this information. I'm going to. All right, give me what you got again. Wiley, Texas. Thank you for this information. And what are you guys voting on this evening, if you don't mind my asking? Yep, that's the next thing. Secretary of State website say about voting. Reports on Wiley, Texas of voters not being allowed to vote, although who are in line. Let's see. Let's take a look and see what it says. Regardless, that's taking away your right. Let's see. And this is the we go. Here are your rights. Okay, so reporting a possible voting rights abuse to the Secretary of State. There's a phone number here. I'm going to go ahead and share that information too. That number is 1-800-252-8683. And filing an administrative complaint with the Secretary of State concerning violations of federal and state voting procedures. All right. Here's what's really interesting. There is no information about the times, y'all. And I'm at votetexas.gov. Here we go. Voting in person, general information. Okay. Uniform election days. Voting in Texas is county based. Emergency ballots, presidential assistance at the polls. Let's see. If you need assistance, nothing. There's nothing. And I can read pretty fast, but try to influence it. It's okay. All right, let me turn this down. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's almost certainly what's going to have to happen.
Thanks. I'll pass that on. All right. So I'm going to play what was just said. And it's what we all know, right? Hey there, Kip. How are you? Check this out. Listen, Wiley, Texas.
So the law says that if you are in line before the polling location closes, you must be allowed to vote.
Yep.
So if 300 people's votes are not being counted, then they have to, I don't know who, well, here in Wisconsin, you would call the Wisconsin Elections Commission, who would inform the clerk that they have to let them vote, right? So those 300 people are most likely going to have to file a class action suit. I don't know what kind of lawyer takes that, but that's almost certainly what's going to have to happen.
Yeah. You heard it first. Yeah. And we all know that, right? We know the rules. We know the law. The law says if you're in line, you need to be allowed to vote. So the next question is who needs to be contacted in the Wylie, Texas area that will be able to help you guys keep those doors open? If not, then you definitely have a lawsuit waiting to happen. Honestly. And unfortunately, the hard part is I wish that there were more that I could do. And it's only 7:30, like you said, Carol Sue, in Texas. So here's what I'm going to also do. Reports in Wylie, Texas of voters not being allowed. What's the name of that poll? Is that person still in here? You do? Hey, Lady Dozier, how are you? Wylie is CO. Okay. Wylie, Texas is in county. All right. Let's see. All right. So I'm going to highlight that. Okay. Let's take a look. I'm going to also, it's Collin County. Thank you. Let me change that. Collin County. I'm going to also do something I normally don't do. Okay, I'm going to tag a couple people. Let's see. Wylie, Texas. Let's go ahead and do that as well. If anybody wants to, Wylie, Texas, Collin County polling station. Oh, y'all got me on the chase out here. I was not planning on doing this. Is it possible to call a big TV station, MSNBC polling station? Well, what needs to happen is, let's see, election result. Is Collin County the only county that's doing this? All right, let me see. All right, let me take this same information. Hang on, folks. I'm working on something. See how fast I can move. How y'all got my hand? Yep, there should be someone at the polling station where, because what they think people don't have is the power. Small town surrounded by multiple bigger towns, about 1 hour northeast of Dallas. National Minister of Politics for the new Black Panther Nation. Okay, where's Matthew? Come on now, Billy. Y'all better, let's go. Let's get it. Tag some people, get them in this room, let them know what's going on, see who we can get in touch with in Wylie, Texas about this to start spreading the word. All right. I'm working on, oh, come on. And of course, my system decides to slow down. Here we go. Okay, Kelly, thank you for that. Thank you guys for working through this. This is terrible. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Hey, Crispy. Welcome. Let me go ahead and check over here and see what we got. Hey, Cheryl. Hey there. How are you? Cheryl, I'm so sorry. Do you see what's happening over here with Wylie, Texas? Hello, neighbors. All right, hang on just a second. I'm working on something real quick. All right, so let me go ahead and put something together real quick. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. This was not how this live was supposed to go today, y'all. But we gotta help these folks out and get the word out. First female governor of Virginia officially elected. Congratulations to her. She's already making her speech. When do polls close? Polls close in most of New Jersey. We already talked about that. Let me just do a quick refresh on that. Let me load a little bit more. Corey O'Connor wins race for Pittsburgh mayor. Ghazala Hashmi wins Virginia lieutenant governor. We talked about that one. Andre Dickens, we did talk about that. Aftab Peruval wins re-election as Cincinnati mayor. Kansas governor applauds Spanberger's win. That's big. Congratulations to her. couple of things that dominated the election issues today were, of course, the economy. Voting is extended in Pennsylvania. Virginia polls have officially closed. Mamdani volunteers have pledged to continue door knocking until the very last minute. Let's see. All right, hang on just a second. And let me go ahead and do this really quick. I had to get some help here. I'll use my other phone, which I rarely do, but we're gonna go ahead and rock this out real quick and let people share it. If you see it on my page, I need you to tag some folks and share.
USDA is the.
All right, shush, girl. According to Texas election code, anyone into the polling, yes, placed by 7 p.m. is entitled to vote. Correct. If they are there, yes, that is correct. Breaking news and information for the people in the neighborhood. We are currently live right now during this election season. And we have one of our neighbors who's actually standing in line in Wylie, Texas. And reports have emerged from Wylie, Texas and Collin County, where voters say they are being turned away while waiting in line to cast their ballots. According to reports, where there's an estimated 300 people who are still waiting in line, and we understand what the law says. The voters have the opportunity to vote even though it has closed, quote unquote, the time says 7 p.m. or whatever it says. They should still have the opportunity to vote. All right, hang on just a second, folks. Let me do it again. It kicked me out. That's why I don't use this phone much. All right, let's try it again. We have some breaking news and information for you guys really quick. We're currently live, and we have one of the people in the neighborhood that is standing in line to vote in Wylie, Texas, which is in Collin County. Voters there are saying they are being turned away while waiting in line to cast their ballots to vote. Witnesses describe polling officials announcing that the station is closing despite an estimated 300 people are still in line. So frustration and confusion have spread quickly as residents are demanding answers as about why they are being denied the opportunity to vote. Now, here's the other thing. What we are needing to do for those people are letting them know that they do have the right to continue to vote because they are already there. That's what the law says. Local election officials have not yet issued a statement. We haven't heard anything as of yet, folks. But what I want you to do is to keep your ear to the ground. If you hear anything, say something. I'm going to go ahead and share this and get back to the live. And also, here's something else that I need you to do. Share this with as many people as you can and let the word get out that they are looking, as far as I can hear and see from someone live theirs, is that they're looking to suppress those voters. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get back to this live. For more news and information that you can use, head over to brownstoneworldwide.com. We're doing election night live right now, and this is happening as we speak. Y'all, what do I always say? We still the people. We'll see you around. All right, folks. And I'm not even going to tell y'all that it didn't record it. Come on, TikTok. Don't do this to me. Y'all ready? Can I do it again? 60,000 people. We still need. Okay, let me try it again. I don't know what's going on. Breaking news from our live, the night shift. I'm Paulette, owner and founder of Brownstone Worldwide. Let's go ahead and talk about what's happening. Voters are being blocked from casting ballots in Wylie, Texas. Reports are emerging from Wylie, Texas and Collin County, where voters are saying they are being turned away while waiting in line to cast their ballots. Witnesses describe polling officials announcing that the station was closing despite an estimated 300 people are waiting in line. The law says that if you are in line, you still have the opportunity to vote. We know what the law says. Frustration and confusion has spread quickly as residents there have taken to social media to spread the word across TikTok and Meta and Instagram and YouTube and all of the places. We need to get this word out. We need to let people know what is going on. Local election officials have not yet issued a statement as of yet on this situation. And so we're just trying to help the situation along right now because people's rights are being removed from them right now. And this is aggravating, infuriating. And you should be so pissed off that you take this recording right here and share it until we get a response and some answers. All right. For more news and information that you can use, head over to brownstoneworldwide.com, Cityscape Radio, and you guessed it, Brownstone Living Magazine. We'll see you around. And I'm not going to tell y'all that it won't record it. What the hell? All right, you all. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to, hang on. I'm going to ask you guys to share this live and let's continue to talk about it. Let's continue to talk about it. All right, there we go. Go ahead and share that live, repost it. Yep, that's right. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the word out about what's happening in Wiley, Texas. Let some folks know, tag some people that have a larger audience than I do so that we can start getting this word out. And I'm going to figure out what in the hell is wrong so that I can record this. I might not be able to, I'm going to try it once again. Or, wait. I have an idea. I've got an idea. I think I know what's wrong. Because this is an older phone, honey, if I have anything on here, sometimes it'll say I don't have enough memory and it'll kick me out. Hang on just a second. We're going to get this sucker to work. You watch and see what I tell you. But tag people, let them know what's going on. If that person or persons who were in here, a violation of both states and federal law, including protections under the Voting Rights Act. Exactly. That's currently what's happening. Yep. I'm getting some traction over here on Meta. Let's see. All right. I've got some other people that are saying, okay, what do you want me to do? Let me know the next steps for the, okay. All right. Hang on just a second. Here's what I got. Tag Renee, please. I'm live. Okay. Okay. All right. I got my press. Yep. Tag some. Yeah. Tell them don't leave. Hey, Ichigo, how are you? Welcome to the night shift. All right. Let's see. So we know that. Let me go back over here to my personal page as well. Let's see what we got. And I appreciate you. Yeah. So they're talking. Let's see. Is the state's attorney's good to see you, Chigo. File a complaint with Texas Secretary of State's Elections Division. The problem is we already know we have Governor Hot Wheels that is a part of this. And so they're very well made. This is going to be hard to prove unless, of course, we can get some people to go live, unless we can get some people to start talking about it. Is that person still in this live? What do we need to do? Now, he ain't shy at all. I didn't get off. So you couldn't go? Document everything. Yeah. Yep. So I'm going to delete this once again, folks, and see if I can get it to record for me. It literally kicked me out. That's so weird. Let's delete this one. Delete. Oh, I see why. These are already on my other phone. I don't know why that happens. Every once in a while, I will get stuff on both phones for some reason. Thank you, Joyce. Y'all continue to share this and let people know what's going on. Wiley, Texas. You got off work at 6:45, got to the polls at 7. They wouldn't let anyone else in after 7. Time, location, what was said, names or descriptions of officials, any witnesses. Yeah. So was this, are you in Wiley, Texas, bookish black boy mom? Because if you are, word on the street is right now, somebody was in here. I don't know if they're still here or not. There might be an issue. And of course, without, news on the ground, it's going to be hard to prove if no one is recording this. Oh, you're 20 minutes away. You're in Rolette. Okay, or Roulette. Yeah, I hope they're recording too, Kip. That is just, yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. We're gonna stay on top of it. Okay. Let's get back to these updates here and see how we're doing. Okay, so it looks like it's a close race for the mayor of New York. You got off a crazy panel. You need them to chill TikTok vibes. Now, what happened? Spin the top. I'm good. Thank you. Yeah. They're saying that it's a close race. And I don't think it is. Let me go pull up these numbers. Okay, this was 31 seconds ago. Hang on. Let's see. Hopeful these numbers are outside of New York, yet their polls aren't closed. No, they're not. You're trying to share? You made your side get through? Okay. Oh, okay. You're just popping in for a minute. It's been a while. Yes. Hey, SCP, how are you? This is exactly why you vote early, just in case your city and state polls this mess up, like in Wiley. And I'm going to say this. You're in Bibb County, I understand. So I could definitely see that. Yeah. File a complaint. Secretary of State, email elections@sos.texas.gov. sos.texas.gov. Yeah. So people are already being tagged in my post. That's good. Excellent. Okay, people are sharing. Good. Like I said, I have a following. It ain't small, but it's big enough. Call the local television station. The problem, let's see who is. And that's another thing for anybody that is in. I'm good. Thank you. Recovering from my birthday shenanigans for the past 4 days, 5 days. It's been 5 days. Has been 5 days, y'all. Yeah. And getting into a new groove of things while we wait on this, the one I want to wait. I want to see. I definitely want to see this New York race because this man said he's going to stop federal funding from New York if this boy wins. He's gonna win. That's it. I'm right here in the area and I haven't heard anything about Wiley. Yeah. Well, we had someone bookish that came on and he or she was standing in line. Saying that there's the lines are long. So yeah. It was Halloween. Halloween was my birthday. I'm officially a senior citizen. And I don't feel it. I look it, but I don't feel it at all. Yep. Okay, yeah, please do. They're saying that if you're inside of the building, that you can vote. But if you were outside and in line, they're not letting anybody else in. Well, Ichigo, thank you so much. I appreciate you. For real. For real, for real, for real. Thank you for that. I don't feel it. You know how sometimes you just get to a certain age and you just like, well, I was there a little bit a while ago, and then I was put on HRT, and that did it for me. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl said that she shared it on Blue Sky as well. And she said, yes, they should be able to vote. Thank you for that. Blue wave all the way across. I see you, honey. Most definitely. Definitely. So again, if you know of anyone in the Texas area that can get this word out, they usually have someone who stands behind the last person at the cutoff time. Right, that's what I thought, where we are, but there was nobody in the line when I was there today. But again, I'm in a very small town outside of Atlanta. So we're the last county in Metro. I'm getting deputy trends from HRT. What is that? Why am I not surprised this is happening? No, I'm not surprised. I was in and out. Okay, cool. It's all good, Kip. Yeah, so this is it's one of those race calls. Let's look at the race calls and see what we got. Let's see. All right, let's see what they're saying about New York. I have a funny feeling this guy is he's gonna win. If Cuomo wins, which I doubt he will, if he does, y'all, you already know where my brain is at in terms of this last contest. If he wins, you check next door, app and ring app, nothing about voter suppression in Wiley yet. Okay. Yeah, but somebody came in and said that they weren't being allowed to vote, and people are pissed. Yeah, I think you would be right about that, Ichigo. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Didn't Cuomo, he resigned as governor, didn't he? Shauna Harris on Meta says, in response to this actually has happened multiple times. Years back when President Obama won, red state cheats a lot. Somebody else says, what the hell? I'm not surprised. And it's getting some shares. So they're passing the word. Yeah, it might have gotten that line even a minute after 7 p.m. They won't let them. That's what happened to me today. Oh, he had to because of the allegations or the accusations. It's common, bookish. What? That is insane. Crazy business. All right, let's go back to our latest active updates. See how we're doing. I just want to see if we have anything additional that we can kind of talk about. All righty. So they're still kind of waiting on Mamdani and Cuomo right now. Denver, they're still waiting. Let's see. Something else that just happened to, let me go look at some up. Hold up. Oh no, that's not what I was looking for. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get as much of this. I'm trying to pull the ones that are most important. I'm checking now, Lisa. That's what I want to see because this is. Okay, let's see what I can pull. Thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. Because normally I would have like the popcorn and some wine, and I would be watching. I would be watching. And I know that there have been, some pew threats and stuff like that happened. Polls close at different times. As of 6 p.m., 1.7 million voters voted in New York City. Let's take a look and see what we got. Okay, that information is still unfolding. So we have some face-offs that are going on. That doesn't mean that nobody won. New York City turnout surpasses 56-year record. That's crazy. With 15 minutes left until the polls close, over 2 million New York City voters cast a ballot for this year's race, according to the city's Board of Elections. Yeah, the most since 1969. This surpasses the 1.9 million votes cast in 1993 and 1989. According to the Board of Elections, the last one was 1969. Polls are now closed 2 minutes ago in New York City. Yeah. I think folks is just tired. They're like, now, wait a minute now. We got to get some new blood in here. So we definitely gonna see in just a moment what that looks like. Majority of independent voters, women-backed Cheryl. Over half of independents supported Democrat Mickey Sherrill, and she had the support of roughly 6 in 10 New Jersey female voters. Wow. What is this saying right now to you all, though? Mamdani right now is at 51.5%. 51. How the hell is it even that close? Now they're saying lieutenant governor race in Virginia is too close to call. Right. I know. His term isn't over, but he said he's not running again. I forgot his first name. Governor Kemp here in Georgia says he's not running again. So we have Keisha Lance Bottoms, I know, is running for governor. And what's that girl's name that ran the last time? Yes, 3 running. Sliwa. Cuomo is at 39.7. Brian Kemp can't run again. Yeah, he said he wasn't. I don't know why he can't, but no, they're not. Stacey Abrams, thank you, honey. All I know is like she's got the curly hair and she was an author. Thank you, Lady Dozier. Isn't that terrible that I couldn't remember her name? And I sat down and had lunch with the woman and everything. You know how they come to your town and all that. Curtis Silva, thank you. Can't remember names worth a flip tonight. All right, I put my puzzle piece back in. I like her too. She was pretty cool. Very, very nice woman. Really cool. Really, really cool. All right, what we got? Come on now. Baby need a new pair of shoes. Come on. 5 minutes ago. Come on now. Let's see what's up. Let's see which one of us is going to get the news first. Welcome to the neighborhood, Hawkeye Elite. Thank you so much for that. Yes, let's roll the dice, Minnesota. At least I don't have to see this by myself because I'm like, oh my God, today. Ooh, child. This has me on pins and needles. Right. I can remember faces and not names either, Rosemary. That's crazy. I don't know why I'm like that. Black Hawk, I'm serious. Listen, where my dice at, honey? It's a lot going on. Let's see. Let me close these windows out. I have like all these windows open. None of them have given me enough fast enough updates. at all. Hey, just what now? I know that's how I felt today. Just what now? Okay. And see, I'm using this computer here, and then all my others are in the office. I'm not going back in there. Oh, yes, I'm not going back in there. It's good to see you too, though. Just what now? Let me see if I can do it, and it won't mess up my stream. Because too many, you know how you get too many windows open? Let me close some of these windows. It's ridiculous. Y'all, Brownstone Living Magazine is getting ready to drop for November. I know that. So that's going to be cool. All right. Let's see. We're going to close that one. Hold on. Who we got? All right. Let's see what we got. I have friends right now who are in New York City. My brother lives in New York. Let's see. He's been living in New York since he graduated from college. Never look back. All right, come on now. Come on. New York prosecutor who took on Trump is running for re-election. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, Democrat who oversaw the hush money prosecution that led to Trump's historic conviction, is facing Republican Maud Maron and Independent Diana Florence. The FBI fired some folks that investigated him. Let's talk about this administration really quick, because I'm finding these people to be a little twisted, right? Somebody said, thank you. You're so much better than Steve Kornacki. I appreciate that. I feel you. Mamdani won. Mamdani won. All right. Hang on, folks. I'm doing a million things. What was it? Cuomo had, 39%. And the other guy, he don't even count. I mean, yep. I love it. Thank you, Bookish. I appreciate you. NYC. So you already know it's in New York. All right. Congratulations to this young man. Woo, child. Rosemary, he gonna be on X. I mean, not X. He's gonna be on Truth Social all night. All night. Yes. He's probably somewhere popping a vein. He better be careful. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so tickled. Oh my goodness. Hide the ketchup. While you sleep like a baby. That's it, Minnesota. I love it. That's wonderful. Yes. I love it. Excellent. Let me see if I can find additional news on it. Here's what they were upset about the most, though. Cost of living was 56%, crime 22%, immigration 10%, healthcare 5%, and transportation 1%. Which was Rhoda's, I'm thinking Alice. Early to bed, early to rise. Remember that? I forgot what Rhoda's was. Showing my age and how tired I am. Oh my God, today. All right, let me see. What we got? Any updates? Let's see. No. Why don't I have any more updates? What are we doing? Right. Kiss my grits. All right, here we go. You're not moving fast enough for me, sweetheart. Here we go. And it's making national headlines. Like, here we go. Oh, baby. So 4% is undecided. Listen, it's over with. It's done. It's done. It's done. Mamdani got that. You know how I knew first of all, I knew he won when, even before the voting, when Trump got involved and he said that he was going to stop all federal funding. Then, hold up. He said only 36% of the vote is in for New York. I'm checking now to see if any other results have come in. But what I will tell you is I knew this dude was going to win. I saw him in the club last night. Do you hear me? He was in the clubs all night. So right now he's at 51.5%, 39.7% for Cuomo, and Sliwa, he's at 8%. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. I'm sorry. Oh. They haven't officially called it. I need to put Sliwa up here. At least give him some love with that. And 8%. Okay. Let me change that. Okay. All right. So we got that one. $2 million votes. Well, who do you think that they voted for? The guardian angel dude from 1980. Yes, and Chico, yes. He got his little red beanie on to the side. Yes, yes. Yeah, working the polls in New York. Okay. Rhoda Morgenstern, she only talks. Okay. Okay, they're talking cost of living, housing. Yep, we already talked about that too. Yes. All right, so it's coming in. The mayor in 36.1% is coming in. And so we're just going to sit here and watch what else. Who else can I watch? Let me go back over to NPR because I was on NPR, AP, and Reuters. Let's see what we can come up with. Brownstone Worldwide is not that sophisticated yet. I said what I said. Sophisticated. I didn't mean to say it. But come on now. But he gave it a fighting red beanie try. Trying to split the vote. What are we doing? Yeah, I'm headed over to NPR now. I was checking out PBS too. They're a little behind. Let's see. This is important stuff, y'all. Teen Vogue is moving under Vogue. I see that. And staffers are being laid off. You know his little hat that they wear? I'm not trying to be funny. But back in the day, that was the thing in the 80s. If you were part of that little organization, not little, because it wasn't. It wasn't. But you remember the little beanie, and they always wore it tip to the side, and they used to have like the tight t-shirt on and the, and the suspenders. I didn't know if they were gonna pop lock or what. Honestly, I didn't know. I just, So let's keep looking. Spread love. Now that's how they used to look, right? Virginia, New Jersey, and New York, all blue so far. Baby, when I tell you it's going to be a blue tsunami when this is over, yeah, the breakdance crew. We are showing our age. Oh my God. My sister was a part of a breakdance group when we were in school. Yeah, it's going to be blue, baby. I'm telling you, kid, all the way through, it's just going to be like this. It's just going to take over. So people just need to just start moving out the way. You know what I mean? Like just move, get out the way. You know, no, Lucky Dancer, sweetie. Hey, Empress, how are you? Cardboard just was, it was gold, wasn't it? You wearing blue tomorrow, Carol? So that's it. That's a great idea. I wonder what color blue I should wear. You know, because there are different kinds of blue. Okay. I mean, you got the aqua blue, you got the seafoam blue, that's really like a little touch green. Then you have, of course, cerulean. You know what I mean? Like for real. Hey, Kahala, how are you? Aloha. How have you been, Sugar Mama? Good to see you. Yes, go bright. That's what I'm going to do. Royal blue. Yes, honey. Just all the queenage. All the queenage. All right, let's see what we got here. Somebody just shared some information with me. Okay, no, not what I needed. Royal blue, make it vibrant. And y'all don't have to spend a whole bunch of money on it. Go in your closet. You're feeling optimistic? Yes, we should be very optimistic because I think what America is saying, even with tonight's election across this country, is we need a blue wave. And let's be clear, folks, because we're going to hear a lot of this. Well, you know, they know better than such and such and so forth, and this, that, and the third. Listen, at this point, me and the devil, he is already at our door. Okay, they are at the table, and we is sick and tired. Okay, I keep going back to the mothers of beloved at the very end when they came in and they got to speaking in tongues and praying. That's what we're doing. But is it us coming out or the leopards? I think it's a mixture of both. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't remember that portion of the movie. If you ever get a chance to go see or check out Beloved, I've always remembered that part of the movie more than I remembered anything else because it was the profound collectiveness of everybody together. Wait, but who said that? You know what? Who Spread Love said Sliwa is now at 8.2%. Watch out now. I'm going to hell. Stop. Oh my goodness. But that portion of the movie stuck out to me so much so because it was, like I said, the power of the collective, the power of all of those women together standing to get that demon off the porch. And they prayed so much. And that poor woman, she sat there in that cell just did till she almost rotten to death. Yes, and she sat there because it was nothing else that she could do because it had overtaken everything that was her. And that group of old Black women and just praying and doing all that they knew how to do. And they prayed that demon off that porch. And I have never forgotten that because it spoke volumes of the power of community to me. You know what I mean? And so we think that, you know, we don't hold the power in our hands. Yes, Toni Morrison, yes. Exactly. Just what now? It's been crazy lately, and we need a good laugh. I'm just saying. I mean, you know, that's how come you notice I've been doing like the cooking videos, right? Because I've been sent some videos from Sudan that I refuse to share because they are so horrific. And so I've been taking extra time to kind of squeeze in some extra fun videos, like, you know, how to sharing some of the stuff that I used to do when I was, you know, on Snap. And I still cook like that now today. Oh man, that movie was off the chain. First of all, it kind of dragged on, but it was the ending that got me. It was nothing like the book as far as I'm concerned. Nothing like the book. Yeah. So yes, we do need a good laugh. We really, really do. So, all right, where we at? Well, we already know this child. Okay. And I mean, look at these people. Jim Walden, Joseph Hernandez proposal ski facilities and in Adirondack Park. I don't want to know. Okay, I understand that that's important for New Yorkers. I want to know because this is huge. What this says when they announced that this says so much about what the change that needs to happen through the rest of the country. I don't care what anybody says, and it's gonna happen. You're gonna have to go. Yes, ma'am. Please go watch the movie and don't fall asleep because it's long. And if I'm not mistaken, it's in black and white. I think it's in black and white. It's been a long time. Let me tell you, it's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Yes. And this is just the beginning. They should be, listen, they should be like nervous. They should get their umbrellas. They should get their raincoats and rubber boots. Yes. Kip, I'm telling you, yes. I'm just saying. For real. It's been yes. And I was not born by the river in a little tent. I'm just saying. Oh, my goodness. Curtis Sliwa with his little 8.2%. Cuomo at 41.5. Mamdani at 49.6. He still holds the lead, though. How you even got 41.5, though? Just saying. How? But he still got the lead over Cuomo. This is going to be amazing. Let that boy win. Let him go. They are not nervous. They're going to cheat regardless of the result on 4th. You think so? I don't. I want to have, what do you say? Money, 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 money. Hey, Tracy, how are you? Come on in here to this foolishness this evening. Because we're literally just, having because the news on today about the food stamps. What is wrong with this man? Can he please get somewhere and sit down? I have lost all news decorum, even in the voice today, because it's just too much. I don't understand. What is he doing? Why are you withholding the SNAP benefits from people? I don't understand. I just got a breaking news. Zohran Mamdani will be the next mayor of New York City. Sugar Mama, yeah, girl, he's sundowning. Yeah, haven't we? Yes, we all have. He's got a 10-point lead. You good? Who's not missing any meals? You talking about Trump? Yeah, he's mean. You can listen to me all night one more time for the spread love. Every time I see your name, the song from Take 6 comes in my head. I think he's wearing, somebody said that he's wearing a some kind of defibrillator vest. That's why he looks so big. I don't think that he realized, and I know you all don't want to hear this, but for those of us who have had family members and loved ones that have transitioned or going through Alzheimer's right now, I will say every time he opens his mouth and goes to the left, I'm like, dude, straight up sundown and in y'all face. And they know it too. He said, he is. And I've been saying that since I saw him speak for the first time. And Al Green stood up with the cane and pointed at him. That night, I looked, and my friend and I were sitting here watching it, and I was like, bruh, he's sick. You see that side of his mouth? He don't look good. I'll never forget it because my TV is where it is right now. And I said, he's sick. There's something wrong with him. It is. And he's very useful. Correct. Just what now? That's exactly what it is. I don't care what anybody, you could, and it's not about hating the guy. Cause let me, elder abuse at the end of the day is still wrong. Y'all know that man sick. You know it. Public advocate winner Jermaine Williams, the incumbent. Mark Levine, comptroller, New York City is coming in, y'all. Borough president of Manhattan, Brad Hoylman Segal, Democrat. Antonio Reynoso, winner of borough president, Brooklyn, Democrat. It's starting to come in. Mamdani is holding the lead over Cuomo. Yep. It's like the current administration of GOP is well, here's the thing. Vanessa Gibson, incumbent, Democrat. Vito Fossella, Republican. He's the winner of Staten Island. Well, I mean, Hey, Snoopy, the only. Alvin Bragg, Democrat, district attorney, Manhattan. He was the expected vote. I see that it's starting to come in. Yeah. Mickey Sherrill, New Jersey. What is happening? Why he mad? What's going on? Oh, listen, let me tell you something. Wanda K, this is the beginning of the tsunami for the midterms. And they know it. That's why they've been trying everything in their power to literally gerrymander every state that he can make a phone call to. And you know what? In the middle of what? Why is he mad with this red hat on? Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Let me go over here to YouTube because what is he mad at? I wish y'all could see this. Let me see if I can turn it up. He is on fire, and I don't know why. News Live. That ain't it. He's speaking to his supporters, and I want to know why he's yelling. But I can't turn it up on my computer because... Oh. Let me try one more thing, y'all. Here we go. Maybe not. It's not letting me turn it. Okay. So we're still holding. Curtis now officially has 7.9%. How do you drop? Wait, 41.6 for Cuomo, 49.6 for Mamdani. So let's, yeah. 60% votes are in. You getting ready to go to bed? All right. All right. Come on now. Let me hit a refresh on y'all. Hey, Darrington. How are you? Good night, Minnesota. Good to have you join us. I'm just being silly tonight because No problem, Susan. Were you supposed to call me? You're watching it on MSNBC? Good for you. Let me see if I can turn it up, see if it won't. I think it will. Hang on.
To care for people, that's the humanitarian thing to do.
Oh, you meant who you told? Okay. Texas needs a miracle. Oh, God.
The most powerful people in the world turned others against us. In this time where we could have saved the city, we will continue our mission.
Well, everybody has their place. I mean, you were talking to, but that's what. This is Curtis Sliwa. He's a little ticked off. Yeah, he's pissed. Yeah, he's a little upset. I'm going to go ahead and turn that down. Yeah, well, that part too, Carol Sue, quite delusional. But you know what? Somebody said, "Shut up, Silva." Oh my God, what is going on? I'm still looking to see if there are any number changes, and there aren't. It's still holding pretty strong right there. Thank you so much for the likes, y'all. I appreciate it. Well, this has been an interesting night for me to come back from my birthday and be like, voter suppression? Is that really happening right now? Thank you, Dina. I appreciate it. Wait, what? Sugar Mama, what is going on? What is he doing? In an already crowded black space? Listen, you're having fun. Good. We need a little fun in this place. Look at my hat. Or queen, my crown. Spread love. Ba, ba, da. I am in Georgia. See my little peach? Spread love. Ba, ba, da. Now it's going to be in my head all night long. I already know it. It's just what it's going to be. So let's see. And here's the thing. Hush, bruh. Like he's still talking. He's still talking. He's calling Mamdani a democratic socialist. What? Y'all forgive me. Like, y'all help him out. Like, what is he doing? I don't understand. This dude. And I wish y'all could see the news broadcaster. No, he didn't, Darrington, at all. Yep. Mamdani is the projected winner regardless at this point. Hang on, let me turn it back up. Let's see what they're saying.
The mayor-elect, I think he might have been calling the race before the rest of us were ready to, because Zohran Mamdani is in the lead. We have seen that lead shrink a little bit since the last time we showed these results. It's now an 8-point lead over Andrew Cuomo, and he has dipped a little bit below that 50% mark. So Mamdani in the lead. I don't know, do we call this a comfortable lead? Certainly has to be feeling good about his position right now, considering the fact that he is hovering so close to the 50% mark. But like you guys talked about earlier, I think the surprise to me anyways so far is Curtis Sliwa. I mean, I was looking back through some of the recent polling, and Curtis Sliwa was always polling in third place, but he was always at least getting into the double digits. So for the fact for him to be down at 8%, I think is maybe an indication that Andrew Cuomo was able to eat into his base of support.
Why was Cuomo able to do that?
To the Republican Party.
Okay, so Sugar Mama, let's talk about that. I personally don't think that Trump wanted to, with all, you know, but yeah. I think he reluctantly did it after doing some research before tonight. But yeah, the news is about 10 minutes ago, they announced that he was the winner, but all of the votes aren't in. Like I said, it's going to be a blue tsunami. It's already started. Like that song says, here comes the rain again. Right? Trump research. Well, you know how you like when I did research on Cuomo and like who I did this earlier, just trying to see, and he backed him, but he did it hesitantly. Darrington. I did not. Hold on. What was she doing on there, and why would they give her a stage to do that with? What? Here we go. Here we go. Here the fuck we go.
We have officially tied the record for the longest U.S. government shutdown ever. And for the very first time on The View, we are joined by someone you might be surprised to see here. Please welcome Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Baby, let me tell y'all something. I don't trust her as far as I can throw her. I'm gonna check it out later on, but thank you for that. I'll definitely take a listen and see.
I want all federal employees to be paid. I want all.
I don't trust her as far as I can throw her. And let me tell you why. Because she's up for re-election here in the state of Georgia. And the way she has handled herself, woo! He won 677,615 votes. Zoran Mamdani is now officially the mayor of New York City. In New York. Yes, he will. Won't he will, sugar mama? Yes. Come on, somebody. Let me stop being so silly. Woohoo! I don't trust her. I don't. And the truth is the reason why I don't trust her is because she's shown her behind so many times. Yeah. And so what she's doing is she's on her campaign now and cleaning up her image. And I ain't buying it. Period. And then once you get what you want, then here you are. Yet you still represent one of the poorest counties in the state of Georgia. Okay. Next. Period. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't trust her either. She's trying to say the right thing. So yeah, because she is, you know what she wants. And that part, that part about how she talks to Black women and how she's represented herself all together. It's ridiculous. Hey, Bombacious, how are you? Yeah, she gonna flip. No, don't fall for the okie doke. If you are here, if she wants to run for Senate, I wish I would. I wished I would. Sugar Mama, I'm gonna have to check it out. Yeah, she's gonna go back, and then she's gonna be worse. And I'm not going. Because she's proven who she is. So that's a no. That is a no. So that's it. He is the winner. 49.6 to Cuomo's 41.6. Sliwa, I don't know. 7.9. There you go. He mad. I feel kind of bad because he was so mad. Ooh, baby. Yes, she's in Georgia. Correct, Carol Sue. Yeah, I don't trust her. She's shown her hand, and you represented. You were getting ready for work tomorrow. Who? Marjorie Taylor Greene is who we're talking about from Georgia. Oh, and she's looking the part. She got a red on. Oh, she got a nice little PR team together. You know what? Yes, Bumblicious. Yes, the linebacker. My mother used to say it all the time. I can't trust her as far as I can throw her. In other words, I can't throw her. No, leopard don't change its spots. It just change position. And that's a well-bought lesson for me. Nobody ever taught me that phrase. Leopard don't change his spots. He just changed position. That's it. Wolf in sheep's clothing. You were shocked, Granny? I'm going to have to check it out. Wall Street just announced Mamdani's win. Whoop! Ask Jasmine Crockett. That's right. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. A woman Democrat won. Yes. Come on, Cheryl. That's it. That is it. You know what? This is a place to celebrate. Period. Can't trust her as far as I can throw her, and I can't even pick her up. Oh, honey, Darrington, let me tell you something. It's just the drip, 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 drop, drop. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Now, because of this, y'all can expect homeboy in over there he gonna be up all night. He gonna be up all night. Yep. Just he gonna be true social thug and all night long. Thank you for your attention to this matter. He's going to be hot as fish grease. He's probably somewhere now trying to figure out how in the world he's going to take over the world. Pinky in the brain. You know, Cheeto Chips. What you say? Oh, you know he mad. Cheeseburgers by his side and little bitty French fries. Yes. Let me stop. I'm delirious, is what it is. That's his platform. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. I know people that are there. That's how I find out some of the stuff that he's saying. You think they're going to have a quiet friend reboot? Well, it was purchased by people that are that are under him, that are paid and all that stuff, Tracy. No one person has had more derogatory nicknames ever. Y'all, I still say this. That man is not well. He is not well. He has not been well since before the election. They just needed to, if we can just get him in there. Do you think you can juice him up long enough to get him in there? If we can get him in there, we can get him to do it. Let me tell you how this got to be so. When he was being interviewed this past weekend, and they asked him about the pardons for the CEO of, I think it was either Coinbase or one of the others. By who? Blocked by who? Gen C's. He said he didn't even know who it was. My God, today. What? They cutting a check. What? What are they doing? So if you don't know who you pardoned, if you don't know who he pardoned, you don't know anything. He don't know nothing. He don't know what. And here's just, honey, that's a crayon. That ain't even an auto pen. He just like this, just, and then he holds it up like a book report, like he's in the 3rd grade. He out of there. He's mentally gone. He's gone, bruh. I don't care what anybody says. He's and it's gotten worse. Like, she asked him something and he went off on an entire tangent. You ever been so drunk? I'm telling my business. So this is why I don't drink. Like heavy. A washable one at that. You ever been so drunk where like you literally start one sentence, but that's not what comes out your mouth? You ever had that happen? I have. And you're surprised by what you say because it doesn't even make sense. That was you last weekend. Yes, honey. How does he talk to he doesn't. They're laughing at this dude for real. Child, listen. I'm telling you. Sorry. I'll never forget one time. So we had a study session. So I don't go out and drink, but we had a study session at a friend's house. It was finals weekend. True story. I was a freshman in college. And we had all gone over to a friend's apartment not far from campus. And we were all just sitting around, and somebody said, oh, go get the wine, go get the bumpy face. That was vodka, whatever. And I got to drinking because it was sweet. They had put something in it, honey. And I was trying to do the homework, and I was talking, and I don't even remember what the hell I was saying. And they were like, well, Paula, what you talking about? And I was like, that was the day that I knew that drinking outside of my own home was a no. He dances around the question because he doesn't remember what the hell. I will, Kip. Thank you so much. No, well, they're executive orders. They're not laws. So they gave him a stack this high. None of them are laws. We do too. He had an out-of-body experience with whiskey. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No more. Now, I'm not doing it again. Now, I do every once in a while have like wine here at the house, or I'll take a touch of vodka, and I'll sip on that in a glass. And you all have seen me, do that on video. I never do it live. It's always water whenever I go live. True story. But yeah. But the rain has started. Here comes the rain again. Ooh, that's going to be all the rage. That's going to be all the talk tomorrow. Come on, somebody. That's going to be all the talk. You need some wine to celebrate? Yes. Never whiskey. I have had whiskey, I think. Okay, so I'm trying to think of how to express this. Let's talk about, somebody just asked the question, what is the difference between an executive order and a law? Let's talk about the Emancipation Proclamation, shall we? So many of you know what the Emancipation Proclamation is, right? You know that it was declared, listen closely, it was a declaration by Abraham Lincoln to control the South, who was trying to dissent themselves from being a part of the US of A because they wanted to keep things the way that they were. We'll just say that. The only way that Lincoln could get, and this is just the history behind it, it's not the point. The only way that he could get to control what was happening was he had to declare the people who have made a decision in counties and parishes in the South to continue with what they were doing, which was to create their own thing, was to say, oh, okay, y'all want to play that? Hold on just a minute. Let me go ahead and declare all your slaves free. It was a declaration. It was not a law. And when he said it, it set off a chain of events that led up to the freeing of the slaves not in 1865. Here's the truth. It was January of 1863, if I'm not mistaken. So the slaves there was a declaration that was officially made in September. And then in January, like the old folks say, in January, word had gotten out. Listen closely, some of y'all Black folks. This is really going to knock the socks off. People had gotten word. Two things that you need to know about this particular historical moment in many Black or African-American homes. Two things that happened at the end of the year during slavery. One was the closing of the books. And what enslaved individuals did, my ancestors and so forth did, was they would wait and they would watch to see who would be kept on where they currently were with their family, or if they would be sold to pay their master's debts. So they would watch at the end of the year. Word had already gotten out to those who were enslaved that this freeing of them was coming. And so when they heard about it, Yeah, when they heard about it, folks got together, listen closely, in the churches, in their little churches that they had been given, and they waited to hear for the freeing of the slaves. And it was called the Emancipation Proclamation, which is very much like an executive order. That is where you get watch night from. Okay. All right. So see, so anyway, okay. Now, what freed the slaves was not the Emancipation Proclamation. What freed the slaves was the 13th Amendment to the Constitution. You get it? Did you catch that? Therein lies the difference between an executive order and a law. Make sense? I just thought I'd throw in a little bit more history for you. So now you know why you go to church, Black folks, and y'all sit there and you hallelujah and do all the things in your church on New Year's Eve. You love it here, Sugar Baba. I love having y'all here. I took you back to school, girl. Yes. And see, Tracy and I are from the same hometown. So I appreciate you being here. But one of the things, thank you so much. It's just juices and berries. I need to stop. It's genetics. But yeah, it's important. It's important for us to know. And that was the easiest way for me to help you to understand. Because that's all he did. He made a declaration. It wasn't a law. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You love the cover. I mean, yeah, history lesson with Miss Paulette. Yeah. I mean, because it's important for y'all to know. And that's really what's happening. He didn't have any authority to do what he did. And he didn't want to do it. Let's be clear. Lincoln didn't want to do it. He said if it was any other way that he could control what was happening in the South, he would have done it. But he needed to knock them down to their knees economically. Yeah. So there you go. End of story. End of story. So listen, a couple things before I wrap it up, because I've been up since 5:30 this morning. I'm freaking delirious, which is why I'm acting so silly. So listen, you guys, one of the things that I am currently working on, Brownstone Living Magazine will drop Thursday for the people in the neighborhood. Your auntie told you that too? Yeah. Uh-huh. Alan, I don't recall. I don't think there is. I don't think there is. But before I wrap, Brownstone Living Magazine is for the people in the neighborhood. Drops Thursday. If you are one of the subscribers to either the Corner, if you are a subscriber to the Stoop, or if you are part of the Neighborhood Watch and you're an ambassador in that program and that membership, you're going to get the magazine early. If you are not, you'll get it on Saturday morning. We have an amazing couple on the cover, Karen and Darren Gale of Georgia Gifts and More. So like if you are any Hilton hotel, I think it's Hilton, I think it's one more, that they do all of their gift shop stuff. Amazing couple that I've known for quite some time, for some years. And I've always wanted to do their story and cover how they do what they do. And they just bought a chocolate company. So now they make their own chocolates as well. And it was a very old chocolate company that was going to shut down if they didn't come in and get it. So big shout out to them. Amazing couple. They've got some beautiful work. If you are on social media, just go to their website, georgiagiftsandmore.com. georgiagiftsandmore.com. Check them out. Yeah. So there's that. We have some new content available as well if you are a subscriber. So big shout out to the 37 subscribers who are part of the people in the neighborhood. So big shout out to that. I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about becoming a part of the people in the neighborhood, what you get, you know, how you connect. And then there are some of y'all in here, y'all just ambassadors anyway, because you're constantly sending me things to research that help us here to, because I just send it off and I say, hey, go ahead and check, you know, can you look into that for me, please? And then if it's able to be validated, you'll see it, right? So that's number one. So that's one. And then you'll notice that I'm kind of switching up the content a little bit. You'll get a little bit more of some cooking and recipes and stuff like that, because I'm noticing people that are flipping out over the SNAP thing. Remember what we always say here, and that is, what about what happened before there was any of that? We got some of that is, let's go back to that. That doesn't mean that you walk away from those benefits that you know, either earned or whatever, being a taxpayer in this country. But understand that there are ways that you can literally feed your family. I did a whole video on. I went to Dollar Tree, and I prepared dinner tonight for $7.72. Exactly. Bombacious. Yes, correct. That's exactly right. Making our own communities. And I'll be sharing more about that as well. So if, again, an exclusive podcast went out, when was that? Sunday? Was that Sunday? Yeah. Okay. She ain't paying me no attention. Cooking with Stretched Foods. We are on the 7 days of gratefulness. We're on day 3, but day 1, we released a video, our first podcast for that. And then we're going to have, you know, another one later on this week. So I'll be sharing how you can become a member tomorrow. I just wanted to try to get back into the groove because of election night. But I don't want to stay on here too long because I got to get back up and we got to get at it again and post more, you know, share more news, get more content out to you guys, and start taking care of y'all who out here sending me this information. I want to make sure that you get what you came for, right? And then also vice versa. So there's that. But thank you once again for coming to hang out with me tonight. Remember, 3 things that we always like to say before we end every single live. 1, love your life. It's the only one that you have. 2, live your life to the fullest and embrace everything that is your life, because you only get one you might as well enjoy it. And lastly, breathe through every single moment. Darrington, I saw your message. Thank you, dear, so much for that. Thank y'all. And I will see you all tomorrow. Beans and lentil soup. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because see, I'm going to be trying to find a recipe for that. Listen. All right, you guys. Have a great night. Bye.